Train games. Woo! Woo! Next to space, it's one of my favorite themes in board games. If they had a space train game out there, I'd be all over it. But they don't. Alright, well, what I'm going to look at today is Empire Builder. It's produced by Mayfair Games. It's a game that supports 2 to 6 players and plays about an hour per player involved. The reason I originally got this game is because I read it was part of what's called the Crayon Rail series. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a type of game where you are literally using crayon to draw the rail links on a map. The other reason I got it is because it's been strongly recommended as a girlfriend game. And, well, trains, girlfriend game, had to check it out. So let's go to the table and see what this game is about. One nice aspect of this game is it comes with a functional tray to hold a lot of the components. All these over here are all the chips that you use to pick up and deliver goods. For example, here's a little nickel piece here. And so they all fit snugly into the side of the tray. And then there's also little slots for all the crayons and all your train markers and demand tokens. So I'm pretty impressed with that aspect. Now, what's happening during the game is players have their own personal train, and they also have a set of demand cards which they're trying to fulfill. The trains are used to tell you how far you can go during a move, so like this guy can move 9 spaces per turn, and he can also hold 2 goods. So if he goes to a city that has fruit, he can pick up a fruit token and train it off to somewhere else. Later on you can upgrade your trains, so for example I could, near the end of the game, get a train that can move 12 spaces at a time and hold 3 goods each. As for the demand cards, here's an example of one. What it says is I can fulfill one of these 3 things on this card and make money. So if I can deliver nickel to Culican, then I'll get $44 million. So this is the map for the game. The main features are all of these big shapes here are the major cities, and also there are some smaller cities represented by the squares and the circles. The main thing you're trying to do on your turn is to build track to various cities to pick up different types of goods. For example, blue could build track, and by doing that they're actually drawing little links right on the game board. And so in this case I'm going to go into St. Louis and I'm going to go and pick up some pigs. So in future turns I can actually start moving my train to get to that destination to pick up what I need. So that's essentially what you're doing in Empire Builder. Players go back and forth taking turns building track, picking up goods, delivering goods, and they're trying to reach the end goal condition of accumulating $250 million and connecting 6 of the 7 major cities. Once someone has done that, you count up your cash and see who has the most. So how do I feel about Empire Builder? It's an alright game. It's not something that I would choose to play, but often when I ask my girlfriend to go pick a game for us to play, she'll come down with Empire Builder, and usually I'm pretty glad she did. The thing that I don't like about the game is there's very little player interaction, and what you're doing on your turn is really just planning your own routes, delivering your own goods, and there's not a lot you can do to affect the other player. And I think what this does is it makes it so it's not taking up so much brain space, so that you can actually have a conversation with the person that you're playing with, because you can make long-term plans and it's not constantly changing, and it's a very mellow play style. Now, the thing I'll say about that though is I don't think I'd ever play this game with more than 2 people. Like I said previously, you're adding about an hour of playtime per person playing, and 2 hours for this style of game is pretty much pushing it for me. So, if this style of play sounds interesting to you, then I really do recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it for a more gamery group, for, 4 guys who get around and want to play like a real hardcore game. It's not meant for that. It's meant for sit back, relax, take your time, enjoy the atmosphere. So for that, I give it thumbs up.